This
Lokhand,
conference will now be recorded.
Dr. Bhairav Kulkarni sir and Dr. Srirang Chapekar sir, as well as Dr. Matin sir, that give the introduction of my curriculum within 20 years. And lastly, I am also thankful those person who give the knowledge or source of presentation from my PG courses, Jamnagar, especially Dr. Kulwant Singh sir, Dr. D.N. Pandey sir, and Dr. Manjusha Rajgopal sir, who interact or modification of Asian knowledge, especially Ayurveda surgical modalities. With this small introduction, I want to share some background of today's topic. Today's topic is application of Shalatantra treatment modalities in current COVID-19 scenario. Initially, Ayurveda is the oldest and first literature which is presently available for development of medical sciences. From the last 3 to 4 decades, some novel diseases are observed, which already explained in ancient medical sciences, especially in Ayurveda. And approaches are also available as per availability, sources, requirement of materials and methods, so that alteration or modification of the ancient surgical knowledge was described by Sushruta, that is father of surgery, can be applied as per current scenario like COVID-19. As the progress in Shalatantra treatment modalities, Sushruta to modern era, it will classify into 6 categories, that is Bheshaj Chikitsa, Yantra Chikitsa, Shastra Chikitsa, Kshara Karma, Agni Karma, and Rakta Mokshana. Shalatantra widely used for these 6 categories, and with this, in Shalatantra practices, Snehan, Swedan, Basti, Waman, Virechan, these Panchakarma are also practiced or applied to the surgical diseases in Shalatantra treatment. Especially handling of Shalatantra treatment modalities which require skillful expertise and judiciously management of the disease condition. In short, it may be concluded that Ayurveda surgical practice who can apply specially Yantra, Shastra, Kshar, Agni Karma, Rakta Mokshan, as well as Panchakarma procedure, while Kaya Chikitsa and Panchakarma cannot apply Shalatantra treatment modalities. शल्यतंत्र की यहाँ पे खासियत है कि शल्यतंत्र में शल्यतंत्र की जो 6 प्रकार की ट्रीटमेंट मॉडलिटीज है वो भी यूज कर सकते हैं, और उसके साथ काय चिकित्सा और पंचकर्मा में जो भी ट्रीटमेंट मॉडलिटीज है या स्वेदन थेरेपी होगा, स्नेहन थेरेपी होगा, इनका भी वहाँ यूज किया जा सकता है. As the development of sciences and various types of technology, Shalatantra modalities may grow as per their indication, application, utilization, or standard operating procedures, and easy acceptability from the patient as well as easy accessibility from the practice or surgeon may become a superior as well as popular in day-to-day practice among the Ayurveda practitioner or Ayurveda surgical practitioner. As the review of researches, Kshar Karma, that is commonly known as chemical cauterization, blood leading, that will be the Rakta Mokshan, and Agni Karma Chikitsa, that is thermal cauterization, are at peak level as per requirement, availability, and accessibility of that particular treatment modalities and disease condition or patient's condition. On the other hand, day-to-day innovation of medical instruments, equipments originated from Asian surgical literature in the chapter of Yantra Shastra Vignanin Adhyay are constantly growing. For example, in today's practice, various types of endoscopes are already described in Sushruta Samhita. So, Sushruta's principles are most important in today's current scenario, and sterilization or method of application of the procedure will also beneficial in current scenario. Lastly, Bheshaj Chikitsa is the basic and first treatment modalities in present time for current scenario like COVID-19. As per my experiences and personal opinion, I am directly come to conclusion that one the best surgeon who postponed and delayed the surgical procedure without any harm to the patient for acute as well as selective procedure instead of who perform maximum number of surgical procedures. क्या मैं यहाँ एक छोटी सी बात कहना चाहता हूँ कि अच्छा सर्जन कौन है, who is the best surgeon? वो नहीं है कि जो ज्यादा से ज्यादा नंबर ऑफ सर्जरी उसके नाम पे लिखता है. अच्छा सर्जन वो है कि जो टिश्यू का कम से कम ट्रॉमा पहुंचाता है या जो सर्जिकल कंडीशन है उसको मेडिसिनल में या कंजर्वेटिव में ट्रीट करता है वो अच्छा सर्जन है। इसलिए यहाँ पे आपने कितने नंबर सर्जरी किया है उससे अच्छा आपने कितने सर्जरी को डिले और पोस्टपोन किया, ये कोविड सिनेरियो में बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है। इसके बाद ये कोविड सिनेरियो में यहाँ पे मैं एक्सप्लेन करना चाहता हूँ कि पेशेंट का एग्जामिनेशन किस तरह करना चाहिए या उसके लिए अभी क्या क्या मॉडिफिकेशन और अल्टरेशन हमें जो रूटीन प्रोसीजर में है वो थोड़ा मॉडिफिकेशन करना है और उसको एडॉप्ट करना है, which is beneficial to the patient as well as practitioners. In current COVID scenario, diagnosis and management of the patient become difficult for not only medical staff but also patient and relatives. In surgical practices, surgery can be classified into two types. One, emergency surgery. Second, selective surgery. In selective surgery, we have longer duration follow-ups so that we have most time to examine the patient, to follow up the patient, or to solve the critical history or examination and other investigations. But in emergency condition, we does not have a much more time. We have a very short duration, and in this short duration, we have to make a decision whether it may be operate or not operate. In such condition, we have some jumbling or we have some wrong interpretation, and the patient may convert into some fatal condition, or there will be some chances of transmission of current infections like corona. So in selective surgery, there is no time for examine, select and to observe the patient, but in emergency condition, there is no time for observation of patient regarding COVID-19. It is a skill, experience and knowledge to postpone surgical emergency condition up to the chronic resolution of the disease in current COVID scenario, so that hospital staff get a time to follow the protocol regarding selective surgical procedure. In selective cases of surgery, preoperative follow-up for 15 days must be carried out at the interval of 3 days with the detailed history, examination like temperature, pulse oxygen saturation, pulse and other general parameters with a simple investigation like complete blood count, which can give idea for COVID-19 infections. And this is the new trend, that is pre-operative assessment or pre-operative observational follow-up of the patient for the 14 days or 15 days is necessary, or it becomes a boon for the surgical practice in current scenario. Here, patient precaution to avoid unnecessary communication and interaction during pre-operative follow-up. Such types of new protocol may be proved boon for surgical practice in current COVID-19 scenario to prevent post-surgical crisis, which can be also proved as a cost-effective for screening of the patients. So, method of examination is very important in current scenario. The second surgical view, that is after screening of the patient, physical fitness. Proper physical fitness, which include detailed history, examination, general and specific investigation, chest X-ray, ECG are very important and necessary for the screening of the patient. Number of time new scholar or with the help of highest or higher investigations, surgeons or new scholar maybe ignore such types of basic investigation like X-ray, but nowadays X-ray, pulse rate, oxygen saturations, complete blood counts are more important to rule out corona infections. Above mentioned investigations may again provide screening of the patient to decide prognosis of the disease and easily acceptability of the treatment modalities. So physical fitness from the proper physician and after a complete evaluation or screening of the patient is most important. If there will be some negligence, it may convert into dangers. So another important point is care of the patient during the examination. Rather than wearing of mask, use of sanitizer, keeping proper distancing, one should also avoid contamination with a blood, saliva, sputum, feces, urine, amputate some parts, dressing materials, perianal and perineal discharges, and other fluids of the patients. Here, I want to share that only use of mask and sanitizer is not important to prevent the corona infection. Here some other parts in surgical practices or other parameters to prevent the corona infections like blood, saliva, sputum, feces, urine, and other ward hospitals infections. And again, I want to share that don't jump for final conclusion regarding investigation, diagnosis, selection of the treatment modalities, or any type of controversy regarding to patients and diseases. Always take opinion or discussion of the nearest expert, or some panel like discussion must be helpful to prevent the various types of complication or to prevent the transmission of infections, because single person may be confused due to multi-dimensional factors or due to various types of interaction in a social medias. The single person may be very confused. So to rule out various types of confusions or some drawbacks, here panel discussion or discussion interacts with the colleagues of the same specialty must be important, and that is the need in current scenario, that teamwork is most important for the diagnosis of the patients, for the evaluation of the patients, and to manage the patient in proper way. Now we move towards the Shalatantra treatment modalities, and the most common treatment modalities is Ksar therapy. It is widely used therapy throughout the world, mostly in anorectal diseases, but in other some conditions like polyp, lipoma, some benign tumors, papilloma. But Ksar therapy is pinpoint indicated to anorectal diseases, and it is widely acceptable throughout the world. Ksar therapy has two types: oral administration, commonly known as Paniya Ksar, and second is local application, that known as Pratisarniya Ksar or Bahya Parimarjan Ksar. Here I want to share that oral administration of Paniya Ksar may maintain the pH of blood. It is a new concept and it is my personal opinion. May maintain the pH of blood, and it support the immunity to prevent various types of infection. As per our review of Samhitas and some researches, use of various Ksar like Sui Ksar is the new concept. Bala Ksar, Yavak Ksar, Apamarga Ksar can help body for same mechanism, and that mechanism is to support the immunity to prevent various types of infection. And Ksar can help body for same mechanism, and it may be for 21 days with special anupan like buttermilk or curd. Hence, Paniya Ksar can be beneficial to fight against various infections like COVID-19. Then another is Pratisarniya Ksar or local application of Ksar. It is very widely subject, but it can be concluded in short period, that is 40 minutes or 45 minutes. And Pratisarniya Ksar is used in different methods, forms, or different various formulation like powder, that is known as avachurnam of the Ksar, sutra, that is Ksar sutra, or some there will be the seton therapy or Ksarvarti, gauze, that is cloth therapy, Ksar cloth therapy, when the alkaline medicated gauze is known as Ksar plotha. It will be useful in wounds and ulcers. Some Ksar solutions, that is known as Ksar gel. It is a new concept, Ksar gel or Ksar ambu. Just action having a similar with hydrogen peroxide. It's a proper or most commonly detergent as well as debridement actions with the benefit of antiseptic or bromigno properties. Or Ksar powder form in Pratisarniya Ksar is used by dusting method. So here in current COVID scenario, I want to share that special precaution like HIV precaution must be necessary in current scenario to apply any Shalatantra treatment modalities like Pratisarniya of the Ksar. Similar to HIV infection, that is wearing of the cap mask, gloves, sterile instruments. Sometimes if the patient's affordability and hospital strains, then at that time disposable instrument must be used to avoid various types of contamination from the various discharge like pus, blood, serum, mucus, etc. and use of effective fumigations, disinfectant in the procedure room, especially minor OT, operation theaters, wards, should be carried out frequently with the interval of 7 to 2 hours. Here I want to share that fumigation duration must be slow or must be minimized. That will be the before COVID we fumigate operation theater or wards after a 7 days or after a 15 days, but nowadays it must be reduced or it comes up to the 7 to 2 hours that the corona infections may be prevented by contamination of the patients and other sources. The second modality is shower gel. Dilute shower gel may be useful to clean body parts, wounds, infected ulcers, cyanodes, and mostly hands and foot to prevent the various infections from the wounds or normal infection of the fingers from the COVID-19. It's a new concept, that is shower gel, and here I want to share that the dilution of the shower must be necessary, otherwise it becomes harmful to the body parts. My departmental colleague Dr. Kanchan Borkar has kindly prepared that shower gel, and she studies more in that cases, shower gel cases routinely. Shower cloth may be useful in infected wounds and ulcer. In our department from 5 years, shower cloth use of shower cloth in infected wounds, ulcers, and some diabetic wounds may be beneficial for that conditions. So shower gel is the new concept and new formulation of the local shower therapy. Then most popular is shower sutra. Shower sutra procedure widely used in anorectal conditions like piles, fistulae, nano, chronic T-shirt riots, that known as commonly sentinel piles, some another viral skin tags or non-specific skin tags, number of other conditions, warts conditions. Mostly all of the conditions are operated under spinal anesthesia or some regional anesthesia. So special precaution must be taken in current COVID scenario to prevent a further crisis of the surgical procedures and especially to prevent transmission of COVID-19. Shower sutra procedure can be used as a selective procedure in chronic anorectal conditions, so that throughout screening of the patient is necessary before posting the patient for shower sutra procedure. If the screening of the patients is ignored or just as a चलता है कर लेंगे इस तरह अगर उसको लिया तो वो अपना भी एक दिन काम करवा लेगा, ऐसा मेरा कहानी ऐसा मेरा ओपिनियन है। इसलिए वो स्क्रीनिंग अच्छी तरह करना चाहिए। जितना आपका पेशेंट का स्क्रीनिंग अच्छा होगा उतना आपका पोस्ट ऑपरेटिव सक्सेस सबसे बड़ा ज्यादा रहेगा। तो screening of the patient is directly proportional to the output of the surgical procedures. It's my personal opinion. Just previous slide. Even in acute condition like abscess, one should not neglect the screening of patient for COVID-19. If neglected, it may become source of transmission of COVID-19. So here the aim of surgeon should to postpone or convert the acute condition in chronic by conservative treatment with the help of Shalyatitra treatment modalities like shower churna, shower gel, shower gauze, agnikarma, raktamokshan, alep, bases means that means oral medicine with the support of integrated medicines. Here I want to share that maximum time we follow all in initial conditions. In shower sutra surgical procedure which carried out under special anesthesia to prevent transmission of disease like COVID, but by default we ignore, neglect by accidental or by chance the necessary precaution while further sitting of shower sutra procedure which may provide the space for transmission of COVID-19. Here most common screening of patient is carried out by history, examination, that may physical and clinical examination, investigations like simple investigation, complete blood count CBC, temperature, oxygen saturation by pulse oximeter, and will be carried out regularly after the interval of 7 to 2 hours to rule out COVID transmissions infection for the hospital staff. So above principles should be followed for changing shower sutra in fistula and sinus. मोस्टली यहाँ ये देखा जाता है कि जब भी पहली इनिशियल कंडीशन हो shower sutra प्रोसीजर की, उसके लिए स्पाइनल एनेस्थीसिया यूज करते हैं, उसको 2-3 दिन एडमिट करते हैं, तो उसको हम सही ढंग से थोड़ा स्टैंडर्ड जो प्रोटोकॉल होते हैं उस तरह उसको संभाल लेते हैं। मगर जब सेकंड सिटिंग रहती है क्षार सूत्र की या फिशुला जैसे कंडीशन में, साइनस जैसे कंडीशन में, या जब हम क्षार सूत्र चेंज करते हैं या क्षार वर्ती डेली इंसर्ट करते हैं, उस वक्त पे हमें ये प्रिकॉशंस ऑब्जर्व करना है, ये बात वहां पे इंपॉर्टेंस है। इन क्षार सूत्र सर्जिकल प्रोसीजर फ्रॉम ए फर्स्ट पोस्ट ऑपरेटिव डे, local nadi swedan should be provided to affected part for 10 to 15 minutes twice in a day instead of seeds bath. Hence post operative nadi swedan is the beneficial as an analgesic effect instead of painkiller, which will help to maintain the immunity of the patients. Here I want to share that it's my personal opinion and experiences regarding the nadi sweat in post operative for the Shar Sutra procedures. When we use the nadi sweat for 10 to 15 minutes in 2 times, morning hours and evening hours, then the use of painkillers and antibiotic may be reduced and the patient's recovery become a fast due to nadi sweat. And nadi sweat itself having a more temperature, more than steam, having a deeply penetration and having a temperature more than 100 degrees centigrade, and that temperature will harmful to much more bacteria and viruses. So it also acts as a antibiotic or to prevent the source of infections. And so nadi sweat is most important and newer concept in a current COVID-19 scenario, that use of nadi sweat in Shailatantra practices, especially in Shar Sutra practices or anorectal practices, nadi sweat is more beneficial as compared to regular seeds bath. 20 ml matra basti with a plain Jatyadi tel also provide analgesic effect as well as avoid the invasion of various types of infection, because Jatyadi tel itself having some sulfur, gandhak and jati that will be acts as a crumigna properties. And next important point is immunity of the patient. Immunity of the patient depends upon fluids and electrolytes, minerals and vitamin levels of the body. So one of the formulation like which explained in Ayurveda in Vaishya's Kalpana for Manda Peya Vilepi Yavaku should be advised to use in diet of patient from pre-operative phase to post-operative further recovery phase, so that it will be beneficial to build up immunity of the patients. In a present condition, when we use Manda Peya Vilepi Yavaku, that will be the more beneficial to the patient to maintain the fluid level as well as electrolytes and nutrition therapy, and it will also act as a stool softener for the patients and easily digestible. So the patient is easily accept, and it very day-to-day availability of that Manda Peya Vilepi Yavaku. If the clinician or physician explains such types of procedures for to prepare the Manda Peya Vilepi Yavaku, the patient can easily understand and prepare itself and use frequently for his or her daily routine diet pattern, and it also acts as a medicinal properties which will be beneficial to promote the immunity of that patients. So the concept of Manda Peya Vilepi Yavaku from the preoperative period to post-operative period is most important in current scenario to prevent various types of infection and to develop immunity of the patient. Manda Peya Vilepi Yavaku are good immune booster and also help to maintain hydration as well as nutritional status of the patients, which may support to disseminate the damage from heavy antibiotics, non-steroidal, anti-inflammatory or opioid drugs during post-operative care of the patients. Then next concept for the surgical procedure, Shar Sutra procedure is, and also to management of wounds, infected ulcers in Shailatantra era, that is Dhupan or Rakshogna properties or Rakshakar. It is one of the sterilization treatment modalities which is useful for wound, ulcer, hospital area and patient's room with the help of easily available, economical and also pleasant, safe and effective drug which contribute to prevent various infections like COVID-19. So this Dhupan Dravya is very important, like Nimbapatra, Sargeras, Sarshap, Sandolavan, Bhrut, Karpur should be used for the Dhupan daily in surgical practices, not only in wound area but also in patient's living area or hospital working area. That will be the acts as a some antibacterial property to prevent various sources of infections. Special preventive precaution in respect to COVID-19 is solid cloths, dressing material should be proper disposed. Patient's clothes should clean properly with a suitable disinfectant, and also avoid sharing and handling of dressing material ointments in between patients and relatives. So here we share Shailatantra treatment modalities in surgical practices as well as current scenario. Stop it. Pause it. Hello. And lastly, I am thankful. Ashwin Rural Ayurveda College, Manchi Hill, and his management council as well as organizing secretary of these webinars, Dr. Bhairav Kulkarni.
एकदा पुण्याला तू मी आजी आपण 10 जणांनी केलं आणि मग एकदा लातूरला केलं.
थँक्यू सर. कार्यकर मॅडम प्लीज आपला माईक म्यूट करू शकाल? कार्यकर मॅडम आपला माईक म्यूट करा प्लीज. थँक्यू सर. खूप छान प्रेझेंटेशन झालं. कोणाला काही क्वेश्चन्स असतील तर जरूर विचारा. कोणाला काही क्वेश्चन्स असतील तर जरूर विचारा.
Sir, one more question is there. Which drug is used for Nadi Swedan?
Like a Triphala Churna or Triphala Koth. Aragvadadi Koth, Cassia fistula, the drug Cassia fistula. Aragvadadi Koth is the Crumigna, and Triphala Koth is most commonly and have number of researches at various institutes. And Triphala Koth acts as an antibacterial and various for Uran Shodhan and Rokan properties. So that Triphala Koth steam is beneficial in anorectal conditions to prevent say wound discharges and for the promotion of wound healing.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
थँक्यू सर. मी माननीय खंडीजोड सरांना विनंती करतो की त्यांनी आजच्या लेक्चरचं कन्क्लूड करावं. खंडीजोड सर. खंडीजोड सर.
Yes, Kandizar sir.
खंडीजोड सरांना विनंती आहे की त्यांनी या लेक्चरचं कन्क्लूड करावं. खंडीजोड सर.
खंडीजोड सर, आपण समोर आहात?
सर समोर तुम्ही दिसता सर, प्लीज बोला. तुमचा माईक बंद आहे तो चालू करा.
हे सर्व या लोकांना दिसते ऐकू येतं कोणतेही 55 लोक आहेत तिथे.
खंडीजोड सर माईक सुरू करा प्लीज. खंडीजोड सर प्लीज माईक सुरू करा.
Due to some error, Khandijod sir unable to join his mic. So I request Dr. Chapekar sir, please conclude this lecture. Dr. Chapekar sir.
सगळ्यांना नमस्कार. सरांनी आता आपल्याला कोविड नंतरच्या पद्धतीने सर्जिकल प्रोसेसेस कशा असतील आणि कोणत्या कोणत्या गोष्टींची प्रिकॉशन आपल्याला घ्यायला लागेल याच्याबद्दल अतिशय उत्कृष्ट माहिती सरांनी आपल्याला दिली. याचबरोबर एका फिजिशियन पेक्षा सर्जन किती श्रेष्ठ असतो आणि सर्जन कुठल्या कुठल्या गोष्टीमध्ये फिजिशियन पेक्षा जास्त पद्धतीने चांगलं काम करू शकतो आणि परफेक्ट काम करू शकतो याचं पण उदाहरण सरांनी आपल्याला व्यवस्थित दिलं आणि सगळ्या प्रोसेस आणि प्रोसिजरचा प्रोटोकॉल डिटेल समजून सांगितला. त्याबद्दल अश्विन रुरल आयुर्वेद महाविद्यालयातर्फे मी सरांचे मनपूर्वक आभार मानतो. आणि सर, आम्हाला तुमचं यानंतरही काही लेक्चर्स ठेवायला खूप आवडेल आणि आनंद होईल की जेणेकरून फायदा होईल. सरांचे धन्यवाद देतो आणि माननीय प्राचार्य लोखंडे सरांना
कॅन्डल वॅक्स.
सरांचे
वॅक्स काय असते?
लोखंडे सर.
कॅन्डल केक.
डॉक्टर अनंत कुमार शेकोकर सरांना नमस्कार.
नमस्कार सर. नमस्कार.
उत्तम असं लेक्चर आपण घेतलेलं आहे आणि यापुढेही आपणाला तुमच्या महाविद्यालयाचं आतापर्यंत भरपूर सहकार्य केलं. यापुढेही सहकार्य असेच चालू ठेवा. मी महाविद्यालयाच्या वतीने आपले आभार मानतो.
धन्यवाद.
आणि आमच्यासाठी एक सुंदर प्लॅटफॉर्म तयार केला आणि त्या प्लॅटफॉर्मवर चालण्यासाठी त्यासोबत अजून 4 चाक पण दिले. कुलकर्णी सर, नितीन सर सारखे आम्हाला फक्त त्याच्यावर पुढे पुढे जायचं आहे. त्याबद्दल आम्ही तुमचे आभार व्यक्त करतो.
थँक्यू सर.
धन्यवाद सर. थँक्यू सर. सर, अशी विनंती आहे, आपण BOS मेंबर आहात विद्यापीठामध्ये, तर महाविद्यालयाचा जो कार्यक्रम चाललेला आहे मानसी आयुर्वेद महाविद्यालयाचा, तर याची दखल आपण विद्यापीठातर्फे पण आपण घ्यावी अशी महाविद्यालयातर्फे मी आपल्याला विनंती करतो. कारण या फ्री वेबिनार मध्ये हा आपलं हे 23वा लेक्चर आहे आणि
ग्रामीण
भारतभरापासून
इथं कव्हरेज नाही आहे. इंटरनेट सारख्या सुविधा कंटिन्यू नाही आहेत. जिथं आता पावसाळ्याच्या दिवसात पेपर सोशल मीडियामध्ये आहे की दिनांक 17-18 इथं नगर आणि नाशिक जिल्ह्यात मुसळधार पाऊस येणार आहे. तरी आपण सर्व लोक व्यवस्थित ऑनलाईन सध्या ग्रामीण भागात हा पद्धतीचा कार्यक्रम राबवला. हा खरंच प्रशंसनीय आहे. एखाद्या मोठ्या शहराच्या ठिकाणी अशा पद्धतीचे कार्यक्रम दिवसातून 50 होत असतील, परंतु आपल्या ग्रामीण भागात हा 50 दिवसातून एक कार्यक्रम होणं हे फार मोठं एक महायोगदान आहे असं मी या ठिकाणी समजतो. आणि तुम्ही हे जे वाटचाल या ठिकाणी विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी इंटरॅक्शन म्हणून जे त्याबद्दल मी तुमचं व्यक्तिगत आणि विद्यापीठाच्या आमच्या पूर्ण टीमच्या माध्यमातून आयुर्वेद शास्त्राचे अभ्यास मंडळ आणि फॅकल्टी मेंबर आहेत त्यांच्याबद्दल आपले अभिनंदनाचा ठराव. आणि त्यासाठी भविष्यात काही त्या अनुषंगाने आपल्याला काही अजून काही याच्यामध्ये सुधारणा आणि काही आर्थिक धोरण सुद्धा राबवता येईल का याबद्दल मी उपस्थितांशी चर्चा करून आपल्याला योग्य त्या पद्धतीचा आपला मनोबल वाढावं अशा पद्धतीची कृती या ठिकाणी करण्याचा मानस व्यक्त करतो.
धन्यवाद सर. धन्यवाद. माननीय शेकोकर सरांनी आपल्याला
सर बोला.
प्लीज कन्क्लूड सर. माननीय शेकोकर सर यांनी आमच्या शेकोकर सरांनी आमच्या विनंतीला मान देऊन या ठिकाणी येण्याचं केलं. याबद्दल शेकोकर सरांचे महाविद्यालयातर्फे हार्दिक आभार. आणि सरांनी वेळोवेळी यापुढे आम्हाला मार्गदर्शन करावं आणि आमच्या कार्यक्रमाची दखल आपण विद्यापीठात घेतो असं सांगितलं, त्याबद्दल आपले धन्यवाद. आणि हा कार्यक्रम या ठिकाणी संपला. या ठिकाणी सर्व उपस्थितांचे या ठिकाणी आभार. सर्व महाविद्यालयातले विद्यार्थी, प्राचार्य तसेच सर्व अध्यापक वर्ग या ठिकाणी सर्वांचे मी या ठिकाणी स्वागत आणि आभार मानतो. आणि हा कार्यक्रम या ठिकाणी संपला असं मी जाहीर करतो. धन्यवाद.
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 थँक्यू सर. थँक्यू.